All right, today we are diving into something that is set to completely redefine what we expect from artificial intelligence. We're talking about Agentic AI. And trust me, this isn't just another small upgrade, it's a huge leap in how machines think, act, and, well, help us out. But let me start by asking you this. When you think about AI, what comes to mind? Is it just a tool that does exactly what you tell it to? Kind of like a super smart calculator? Because, for the longest time, that's pretty much what it was. But that reality is changing, and it is changing fast. And this slide? This nails the fundamental shift. On the left, you've got your traditional AI, the kind that needs you to spell out every single step. But over on the right, that's the new model, an AI that pursues goals. You just tell it the destination, and it figures out the entire journey on its own. That's the heart of what we're talking about today. So, let's get into it. What is agentic AI really? We're going to move past the buzzwords and land on a clear, solid definition for this next generation of intelligence. Okay, here's the core of it. Agentic AI is an intelligent system that can plan, act, learn, and adapt to hit its goals, and it does this with very little help from us. The really crucial part here is that it's not just doing one little thing. It's capable of managing an entire complex process all by itself. So its first superpower, if you will, is autonomy. The AI isn't just sitting there waiting for commands. No, it's out there actively gathering info, coming up with ideas, and getting things done to reach a goal. It's proactive, not just reactive. It charts its own course. Second, it can handle seriously complex workflows. Let's say you're running a marketing campaign. A traditional AI might schedule a social media post for you if you tell it exactly when and where. But an agentic AI, you give it a goal like, hey, increase our engagement by 15%, and it could analyze the data, write the content, schedule everything, and then tweak its strategy across different platforms, all on its own. See the difference? And this one might be the most important of all. It learns. These agents use real-time data and feedback to get better at what they do. An agent that messes something up today is not going to make that same mistake tomorrow because it's constantly improving itself. It's like it has a built-in feedback loop. Okay, so now that we know what it is, let's talk about why it's such a big deal. We're going to look at the real-world impact and see how this goes way beyond the simple automation we're used to. This table right here puts everything into perspective. Let's just take healthcare, for example. Your traditional AI might help you book an appointment, right? It follows a simple rule. But an agentic AI, it can analyze a patient's entire medical history and suggest personalized treatment plans that literally adapt as new test results come in. It's the difference between a simple booking form and a dynamic digital clinical assistant. Now let's zoom in a little closer and see this stuff in action. We'll do a quick deep dive into a couple of industries, starting with healthcare and then finance. So in a hospital, imagine an AI agent that's not just a passive database. It's actively analyzing patient data in real time. If a patient's vitals suddenly change, it can ping a doctor with an immediate suggestion to adjust their treatment. And by also taking on the mountains of administrative work, it can genuinely help reduce doctor burnout, becoming a real collaborator in taking care of patients. Or let's jump over to finance. A traditional system runs a credit check based on a fixed set of rules. An agentic system, on the other hand, can dynamically assess risk by looking at dozens of real-time market factors. It can manage an entire investment portfolio, adapting to market shifts on the fly. It can even streamline a complicated loan application, from the very first click to the final approval. Now, it's important to note that agentic AI isn't just one single thing. It's more like a whole spectrum of different agents, each with its own strengths. So let's take a quick look at a few of the main flavors. First up, you've got reactive agents. These are the most basic type. They work on a simple, if this happens, then do that kind of logic. They have no memory. They don't learn from what happened before. Think of your thermostat or a simple customer service bot that just answers basic questions. They're fast and reliable for simple tasks, but they're not exactly smart. Next, we have self-learning agents. And okay, this is a huge leap forward. Unlike those reactive agents, these systems get smarter every single time they do something. They analyze results and feedback to change their approach. This is the technology that powers stuff like personalized marketing campaigns that actually feel, well, personal. And that brings us to multi-agent systems. This is basically like building an entire AI team. You have multiple specialized agents all working together, sharing info, and splitting up tasks to solve massive, complex problems. We're talking things like optimizing a global supply chain or managing a city's traffic grid. And the craziest part? Their teamwork can lead to solutions and efficiencies that no single agent or even a human programmer could have ever predicted.
So when you put all of this together, what does it all mean? What does our future look like with this technology? Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture.
This quote really just nails the whole thing. It's all about empowering agents that can reason, act, and adapt. The key phrase to remember is proactive, self-directed execution. This isn't just automation that checks boxes, it's automation that drives results.
And that leaves us with one final and I think really crucial question. As these autonomous agents go from being simple tools to actual colleagues, working right alongside us on complex problems, what does that mean for our role? In a world full of intelligent, autonomous partners, what's our new job description? It's a question we're all going to have to answer, and it's going to define the future of work.